Hey there, the name's Corbin. Corbin Jumping Eagle. Yeah, no need to say it, I already know what you're thinking. What the hell kind of name is Jumping Eagle? I didn't make it up or anything like that. My grandparents are Sioux, and even though I don't much look it, that's where it comes from. But you don't really have to worry about that. Just call me Corbin. And believe it or not, the name's not the most unusual thing about me. You see, ever since I was little, I've been able to, well... see things.
I said out, you filthy little vermin!
But it's not that bad, I guess. I mean, over the years I've learned to cope with it pretty well.
Corbin, would you please read the excerpt?
Though sometimes it's unavoidable. Despite the occasional incident, I never really had too much trouble because of my, ability. Well, that is, however, until recently. You see, it all started going downhill after my grandmother passed away. She left me this weird old book that I had never seen before, and honestly, I've been too afraid to open it. I know it sounds silly, but things have only gotten worse ever since I took it back to school with me. So even as guilty as it makes me feel, I've kept it shoved under my bed. However, recently, I've been getting hit with these sudden urges of curiosity. Like if I don't just look at it already, something bad will happen. So honestly, I don't know how much longer I'll be able to hold out. But it's only a dusty old book, and it was my grandma's. So really, what's the worst that could happen?
Whoa!
What the hell was that? Oh man, my eyes feel funny. What's happening?
My lord, the new Seer, she has finally awakened.
Excellent. Bring her to me.
Did that really just happen? The book. It's not glowing anymore. Was it ever glowing at all? Oh man, I'm literally losing it here. I have got to get some sleep. Maybe I really should go see that doctor Mom's been talking about. I'll call him in the morning.
Psst! Hey, lady! Wake up! Hey! Are you deaf? I said get up!
What? Who said that?
Morning, sunshine. Hey, cool it, listen! We really don't have a lot of time, and I have a lot to explain. That's enough. Now, you're gonna shut the hell up and listen to me. This ring, it's a powerful talisman. Whatever you do, do not take it off. Got it?
What? Wait, but
No buts. Thanks to that little tantrum of yours, I don't have time to explain. Just keep it on. It should keep you safe for now. Now get out of my way and go hide in the closet.
You know what? I just realized something. This has all just got to be a big messed up dream. You know why? 'Cause stuff like this isn't normal. Not even for me. And if you knew me, you would know that that is really saying something.
My God, do you ever stop talking? If this is how you're going to be the entire time, this assignment is going to be a nightmare.
Sorry. This is really not smart. Why am I listening to this guy? If this is some kind of trap, I just blatantly walked into it. What? What the hell is that creep up to? Hey, just what do you think you're doing?
Strange. I could have sworn the signal was coming from this precise location. Perhaps I was mistaken. Either
Even so, I should still look around to be sure. Lord Zalgo has no tolerance for insolence, so I had better be certain.
Hey there, neighbor.
Oh dear.
Sorry, mate, but I'm afraid that old Zalgo won't be hearing from you tonight. Or any other time for that matter.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This isn't a dream. This man is going to kill me.
Okay, lady, it's safe to come out now. The mess is gone and everything. Now follow me. We really gotta get going.
Get going? You're absolutely insane! Why the hell would I go anywhere with you? I literally just watched you murder a guy in cold blood. I am not going anywhere with a monster like you.
Aw, shucks, you're gonna make me blush. But seriously, shut the fuck up and follow me, ungrateful brat. My boss hates waiting, and my ass is on the line here, too. Oh, and by the way, that guy, this monster, just killed in cold blood, was sent here to condemn you to a fate worse than death. And there'll be more like him. Lots more. I'm literally risking my own life by helping you. So this bullshit attitude needs to stop now.
Wow, I'm really sorry. That was pretty asinine of me. It's just, I'm really scared and confused, and I honestly thought you were here to try to hurt me. It's not really a great excuse, but things have been pretty weird lately. Anyways, I guess I'll go to see your boss now.
Now that's more like it, Freckles.
Please don't call me that. My name's Corbin.
We're pretty behind on time, but if we move at a pretty good pace, we should be able to make it before the old man loses his patience.
I'm afraid it's a bit too late for that.
Oh my god, Scary Man, you were right! Another guy's already come to get me! Please get him!
Please calm yourself, Miss Seer. I have no intentions to cause you any harm. In fact, I'm actually on your
side.
Wait. That's your boss? Not quite as, intimidating as I was expecting, to be honest.
Oh my god, what a freaking idiot! Hell no, that moron's not my boss.
I'm okay.
That's my boss.
That man. No, that thing. I can't move. I'm afraid. I have to get away.
Corbin! Snap out of it, child. You have nothing to fear. You are of no value to me dead.
What the hell happened to your voice? And how do you know my name? Oh, and for the record, being of no value to you dead doesn't make me feel any safer.
Well, that's just Masky. He was the boss's first proxy. He uses him as a medium of sorts, you see. Due to his lack of a mouth, the boss uses telepathy to communicate. So, Masky's sort of like a big dumb puppet. Honestly, it's the only thing he's good for except tackling everything.
Silence! That's enough out of you. Funny that you should talk down about this one when you yourself failed in the simplest task of retrieving one young woman.
Now, Corbin, I understand the incredible confusion you're feeling right now. The ever so thin veil separating your consciousness from our world was completely torn open after Fala passed on. Am I correct?
Fala? Wait, how do you know my grandmother's name? Just what is going on here?
My god! So she really never told you a thing! I mean, I know she was a stubborn old broad, but had no idea just how downright irresponsible she was willing to be for the sake of pride.
Hey, watch it. I don't care who or what you are. No one speaks ill of my grandmother. How dare you? Have you no respect for the dead?
Oh, joy. Looks like the temper runs in the family. Ugh. Well, if she really didn't tell you any of this, looks like I've got a lot of explaining ahead of me.
Corbin, child. Do you really believe the strange things that you have been seeing your entire life are insignificant? Is there even the tiniest thoughts in your head that perhaps you aren't mad? Perhaps you were born this way, not coincidentally, but for a true purpose? Child, you are not a flaw. You are part of a system that is far greater than yourself. You cannot even begin to comprehend the significance of it. You are the descendant of a long lineage of seers. For thousands of years, your people have been responsible for producing the seers. One born every generation, only one awakened at a time. Because of your mother's accident, she lost her ability to become the next Seer, thus leaving you to take your grandmother's place. And thus, the responsibilities of the Seer fall to you.
My mother's... my grandmother? I just can't handle this. It's too much. Seer responsibilities? I never signed up for any of this. I just want to try to live as normal a life as possible. Please, can't you just pick somebody else?
Seers are born, not made, Miss Jumping Eagle. Not until you yourself bear a child will you be able to be relieved of your title. As of now, you alone can be the Seer, and there must always be a Seer. The consequences otherwise would be disastrous. Corbin, the very balance of our two worlds have always been very delicate. The Seer has always played the crucial role of bridging the gap so that both worlds can cohabitate with one another. I know this all may seem very unfair to you, but it's more than just your life that is on the line here.
You're right. It's not fair. But if what you said is true, if I don't do this and countless people would be hurt, how could I possibly refuse? How could I even live with that?
That's very mature of you, Corbin. I'm a bit ashamed to admit it, but honestly I was expecting you to put up a lot more of a fight. Anyways, you needn't look so down. Being a Seer is in no way a bad thing. It is a highly honored and beloved title that I am certain you will grow to embrace given the time.
Yippee, touching moment, blah blah blah. We done here now? I'm gonna go make a little house call. That sleazy looking chick on floor 4 was practically begging to go to sleep.
Hold it right there, Jeffrey. You're not going anywhere.
Ah, what the hell, man? You said I could go after we made sure she was safe and you got a chance to talk to her. The Zalgo grunt is dead and you've had your little chat. Mission accomplished.
Mission not accomplished. I was operating under the pretense that young Miss Jumping Eagle was already well aware of her birthright and had been training for the day of her awakening for the past decade. This changes everything. We can't leave her alone now. She's completely defenseless.
Defenseless? Defenseless? You clearly didn't see the way she friggin' pummeled me when I first got here. That woman is as defenseless as a charging rhinoceros.
Excuse me? Just what was I supposed to do, you asshat? I woke up to a strange man in my bed. You're lucky it was only a pillow I was swinging.
Oh, that's real nice. Call the man who just saved your life an asshat. See if I ever do that again, you little snot.
That's enough! I have had it with the hostilities!
You two are going to need to learn to get along whether you like it or not. Jeff, this is an order. You will stay with and protect Miss Corbin until she has the ability to protect herself.
No way, this is complete crap. I have way more important things to be doing. Why not make Masky do something for once?
Are you refusing a direct order?
Sir? It's okay, really. He's got a point. You rarely assign me to do jobs like this. I don't mind taking this one.
Alright, Masky, way to be a real bro. I owe you one for sure.
Oh, child. I appreciate your eagerness, I really do. Out of all of my proxies, you have always been the most loyal. It's just... You see, your particular skill set is that of technology and observation, both of which you are incredibly talented at. However, this job in particular will potentially require hand-to-hand combat. And that, has never quite been your strong suit. However, during the next business that I must attend to, I do not require a translator. Why don't both of you stay here? Should be that much safer that way.
Are you kidding me? That's even worse. What the hell, man? Can't you hit the gym or something? You want to be totally useless forever?
Oh, lay off him already. Sounds like your skill set includes being a total prick. This is stupid. You think you're the only one who's unhappy with the situation? I have literally just lost my entire life as I knew and liked it. Can we all just get over it and focus on doing whatever it takes so that we can all just be done here?
Now there we go, that's the attitude. I'm sure you'll be getting along in no time. Now, unfortunately, I have some matters that I really must attend to. I trust that you two will keep us safe. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
I guess.
Wait, do you really have to go? Will I be able to see you again sometime? I still have so many questions.
Of course, child. I give you my word. I promise I'll return as soon as possible.
I'm going to be late! Sorry guys, I have to run. This professor will drop me from the class if I'm late again. Can we resume this talk later?
Hey, just what the hell are we supposed to do in the meantime?
Follow her?
Yep.
I can't believe I made it. Oh man, I did not get enough sleep last night.
Well there, Corbin. You doing okay? You don't look so hot. Everything alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just need to catch up on a little sleep, that's all. Thanks for asking, though.
Corbin? Are those guys friends of yours? They're kind of freaking me out.
What guys? Why, you little... Jeff, go home.
Don't tell me what to do.
I am not going to play this game right now. You get.
You know, that guy is actually sorta cute.
Say what?
Seer fun fact number 1. It is possible for proxies of powerful entities of the Underrealm to disguise themselves as normal humans while in the Overrealm as to avoid raising suspicion. Seers, however, are immune to these, and as a result, only ever see a creature of the Underrealm as what they really are.
Whoa. Wait, don't tell me. Do you two got a thing or something? Aw, Corby, that's adorable. Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, for the love of... Okay, first of all, that is disgusting on more levels than you could even imagine. Second, this conversation is so over.
Hear that? A thing! This chick is hilarious. Seriously, I'm way out of your league.
Oh, relax, Jumping Eagle. Don't get your panties in a wad. I'm just giving you crap. I know he's not your type. But seriously, what's with the guy in the mask? Really starting to freak me out.
What?
I know he's not your type. But seriously, what's with the guy in the mask? Really starting to freak me out.
What? Wait, you can see that?
Yeah. Kind of hard to miss.
Seer fun fact number 2. While the disguises of proxies can be quite extensive, they are limited to only the body of said proxy. External items such as clothing, weapons, masks, etc. are all unaffected, therefore completely visible by all humans in the Overrealm.
Oh my god, Corbin. He is really creepy. Why is he wearing that super unsettling thing?
I'll tell you why. He refuses to take the mask off because he's actually really ugly.
No. I assure you that is not the case. You see, it's just like, I don't want to talk about it right now.
Maybe I was a bit too harsh. Psh, what am I saying? You'll get over it.
About time. Hey, Corbin, I'm out of here. Maybe catch you later this week sometime? Oh, and if you run into your masked friend again, tell him thanks, but I'm not interested. Corbin?
Really? Ugly? Jesus, Jeff! What is your problem?
What? I was simply being a good Samaritan. It's been a long time since I went to school, but I'm pretty sure when the bell rings, it means class is over. Now, I'd love to stay and chat, but I really ought to go see where Little Miss Muffet ran off to. I'll catch you later at your place.
Well, that is fine by me. Looks like I'll actually get to enjoy my lunch in some peace and quiet. I know I agreed to be the seer and all, but this is more of a pain than I was expecting. I really hope I don't have to keep working with these guys for too much longer. I swear I will never get used to that man finding his way into my home. It's actually pretty unnerving. I live on the 3rd floor, I locked all my doors and windows, and I know none of my neighbors would have buzzed him up. How the hell did he get in?
Greetings, Miss Seer.
Whoa! Oh, you startled me. Who are you?
You can call me Scarecrow. Pleased to meet you. I was sent with very important orders to collect you. Now I really hope that we won't have to do this the unpleasant way. So would you kindly come with me?
Oh, wait. Did the tall, faceless man send you?
Tall, faceless man? Ah, you mean the Slender Man. Yes. It was indeed he who sent me. He's terribly sorry he couldn't be here himself, but he's stuck with some urgent matters, so we'd better be off.
No offense, but now that I think about it, I'm not so sure. I'd have thought that he would have at least told me about any other proxies. I'll tell you what, I'll go with you if I can find that Jeff guy first. Technically, I wasn't even supposed to go anywhere without him.
Must you be so difficult? I told you that it's very urgent and we must go now.
Whoa, chill out. I said I'm not going anywhere until I find Jeff.
That's it. I told you that I didn't want to do this the unpleasant way, but you have done everything in your power to leave me no choice. Oh no. Look at what you have done to me. I'll bleed you dry for this, you miserable little cretin. But first, I'm going to teach this little tart a lesson in obedience. Lord Zalgo only said he needed her alive. He never mentioned in what condition, or how many limbs needed to be intact for that matter.
Seer fun fact number 3. Proxies that have served their operators for exceptional lengths of time may eventually begin to pick up some of their abilities and characteristics on a small scale. For example, thunderwalking small distances and picking up a minor electromagnetic charge.
Masky, I can't do this. I can't be the seer. I'm just a college student. I barely even know how to defend myself in general, let alone from this kind of nightmare stuff. Christ! She was going to mutilate me.
I know. All too well, in fact. And I'm really so very sorry. I understand firsthand just how terrifying it is to get pulled into this horrifying world out of the blue. To lose everything and everyone you had taken for granted in the blink of an eye, with no say in the matter. But it'll be okay. Things aren't going to be like this forever. You'll get stronger. You'll learn to cope, and eventually you'll be able to rebuild. And in the meantime, at least you'll have us to help you through it.
Thanks, Masky. I'm sorry about that. You know, you hardly even know me, yet you've been a really good friend. I honestly don't think I'd be able to do this without any kind of help. Don't listen to Jeff. That knife-wielding moron has no clue how lucky he is to have a friend like you, despite how he treats you. To be honest, I don't think he deserves it.
Thank you, Miss Seer. Your words are very kind, but I do not deserve them. I have not been a good friend to you. A true friend would not have played a part in pulling you into this mess in the first place. True, I was only acting upon orders, but that does not excuse it. In truth, I'm just as bad as Jeff, if not worse.
Pardon my intrusion, but is this the best time to be having this whole conversation? You know, with me still being here and all? You didn't seriously think that pathetic little kick was enough to take me out, did you? That's just precious. But I will agree with you on one point. You are a pretty awful friend. I mean, telling her it'll be okay like that was a blatant lie. I mean, how do you plan on keeping her safe when you're dead?
What have we here? I look away for all but a minute, and you guys are floundering without me. What am I gonna do with you crazy kids? Well, I see you put a great effort into flailing around, but it looks like all you've managed to do so far is piss it off. Why not try to make yourself somewhat useful and slender walker back home?
Hold on. You saw all of that? Just how long have you been standing there?
Oh, believe me, I would love to be able to. However, since you chose not to lend us any sort of assistance, I was forced to recklessly use up my charge. Do you have any idea just how long it will take to recharge enough to be able to transport 2 people that kind of distance?
Oh, what's the big deal? It was really fun to watch. Plus, the thing had a point. You don't really need all of your limbs just to be a seer. Technically, you just need your eyes. And chill out, Cream Puff. How is it my fault you still haven't gotten enough control over your abilities to use them more than once or twice an hour? It's just sad.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. You are quite literally the biggest dick I have ever encountered in my entire life.
Yeesh, again with the nagging. It's never ending with you. Are all women this bloody high
Do not turn your back on me. Geez, I'm not even on the poor girl's side and I agree with her. You, sir, are an ass. I'd gladly kill you even if I wasn't acting under orders. I would be doing both the Under and Overrealms a huge favor.
You just made a huge mistake.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Eat this, bitch!
Not today, kiddo.
Just how the hell were you able to block that with one goddamn arm?
Oh dear, you must have mistaken me with a pathetic human. How sad. You see, unlike you pathetic little creatures, the temporary loss of one of my limbs is hardly enough to be considered any real handicap.
Psh, so I underestimated you a bit. Big deal. Don't let it go to your head. One missing limb may not slow you down too much, but all I gotta do is take off another one and you'll be out of commission for good. What the?
Oh, my dear. You seem to be in a bit over your head.
Interesting. You have no idea just how long it's been since I've had a real fight. This is going to be fun.
Stupid human. You stand there scoffing while you slowly bleed to death. You are a fool for even thinking to face me with nothing but a few pathetic kitchen knives.
We'll see about that.
Really? This again?
Made you look. See? Told ya. What the?
You clearly don't have a grasp on the situation. My name is Scarecrow. You don't honestly expect me to bleed to death, do you?
Ah, shit.
How about you just hand the girl over before this gets ugly?
Ugly? You shut your fucking mouth, I'll show you ugly. Huh? This'll do the trick.
What are you doing? Stay away from me.
I finally get it, Miss Scarecrow. You won't bleed to death. Oh no, you're all straw and stuffing. However, if I'm not mistaken, scarecrows aren't too fond of fire.
No, please. I never wanted to take the girl. I swear to you, I had no choice. I was sent against my will.
Wait, you don't mean to tell me that Zalgo somehow tricked you into doing his bidding, do you?
Yes. That's precisely the case. In my youth, I stupidly made an egregious error and found myself locked into a life of slavery to that fiend. I've been trapped and miserable for the past decade.
Ah, fuck. Well, if that's the case... Shit, fuck, out of luck. Should choose your friends better.
Oh god, please, no.
Need a light?
Jeff, wait a moment!
Miss Corbin, please don't get involved. It is a very bad idea to interfere with him when he gets like this.
I appreciate the concern, I really do, but I can't just sit by and watch this happen.
Everyone hold on. Just what is going on here?
What in the world are you talking about, Scarecrow?
If this is just another lie, you will regret it.
You stay out of this, Freckles. I get that you're new to this and all, but you need to get with the program. She's just trying to save her own hide now. Believe me, when people are about to die, they'll say or suck just about anything if they think it'll get them out of it. Besides, what the hell do you even care? She wanted to chop your limbs off, remember?
I don't know. I just think that if her life is on the line, she should at least be able to speak. Listen, I know I'm new to this, but that's just what feels right. I know you don't care. In fact, I'm positive you'd be happy to kill her, innocent or not. But I can't work that way. So, Scarecrow, mind elaborating? Now's your chance. Speak up, or I'm gonna let him do it.
Corbin, I said stay out of this. I don't take orders from—
Is it really going to kill you just to let her speak? Good God. If I still think she's lying afterward, then you can light her up. Deal?
Thank you, Miss Seer. You truly are a—
Save it. I still haven't made up my mind.
I see. Well, in that case, perhaps I should start from the very beginning. I first began life as an average scarecrow on a small family farm. The kind old farmer put me together with the help of his young son. His son, he visited me every day. Despite my inanimate nature, he considered me to be his dearest friend. He shared everything with me. As the years passed, we became inseparable. I truly loved him. But things didn't last. He grew up before my eyes, growing more distant, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. And to make matters worse, while I stood alone in the cornfield, rotting and forgotten, he began paying more and more attention to this human girl. I'd never felt such anguish before. I was overcome and totally vulnerable. Then, to my elation, one harvest day he stumbled across me. He told me all about his life, just like he used to. He mentioned a girlfriend who would be coming over for a visit that night, and how he was really serious about her. Before leaving, he apologized for his absence. He said that it was only because he had been too busy lately. Too busy. He had all the time in the world for this little tart, but for his oldest and dearest friend, he was just too busy! At that moment, something changed inside of me. I became completely consumed by a hatred I had never felt before. It all makes perfect sense to me now, of course. The timing was beyond that of a coincidence. All of it, from the very beginning. It was all just a setup for his sick plan.
Well, Scarecrow. You're in quite the quandary now, aren't you?
Who are you? Just now, I spoke. But how?
You can think of me as a friend. And regarding your newfound ability to speak, consider it a small gift. Say, little one, I couldn't help but notice the nasty predicament you found yourself in.
So, you saw him. The farm boy. The one I'm losing.
You mean the one being stolen from you? The treachery of that filthy she-human has not been lost on me.
Exactly. Just what in the world does that wench have to offer that I don't?
There is the teensy tiny fact that, well, she can move. But fret not, little one. I can help you with that if you'd like. All I ask in return is but a tiny favor.
You could do that?
Of course! To a being as powerful as I, that is but child's play.
Really, but if you're so incredibly powerful, what could I possibly do for you?
Yes. The thing is, while I truly am the single most powerful entity in the Underrealm, my abilities are somewhat limited in the Overrealm, so I occasionally require assistance from time to time. But by all means, don't be intimidated. What I need your help with is incredibly simple. The human girl. I want her soul!
Her soul? But But how would I even go about getting that?
It's simple. Just use this.
A scythe? I don't understand. How is a mere farming tool supposed to help?
Oh, but this isn't just a normal tool. You see, I put a powerful enchantment on it. The moment the blade pierces her flesh, her soul will be absorbed completely. Upon extraction, you have precisely 1 hour to return it to me before the enchantment wears off and her soul is released. Mind you, this spell only works once, so you cannot afford any errors. Should you succeed, you'll forever be able to move. But should you fail, I'm afraid you'll go right back to your current state. Unfortunate, really. But then, nothing comes free in life. So what say you, dearie? Have we an agreement?
So, if I do this, it'll be like I'm truly alive? But I can't help but wonder, what will the boy think of me?
Oh, you'll be as alive as a little scarecrow could ever wish to be. And as for the boy, well, I think it's safe to say he'll be nothing less than speechless. No doubt he'll come running back to you.
That's the only thing I have ever desired. Okay, I'll do it.
Marvelous! I knew you were a smart girl. Now then, this will probably hurt quite a lot.
It actually worked.
Of course it worked. I am nothing if not a man of my word. I assure you, I take my deals very seriously. Now, Missy, it's time for you to fulfill your part of the bargain.
Right, of course. A deal's a deal. The boy had said the girl would be visiting the farm that evening, so really all I had to do was wait for night to fall. I'll admit that several times over the wait I nearly lost my nerve. But the thought of the imminent threat of her taking him away for good strengthened my resolve. By the time I heard the rustling of the cornstalks, my determination was stronger than my reservations. And when she ran so carelessly into the clearing, I made my move before she could register what was happening. And disgusted as I am to admit it, the look in her eyes, the sheer terror, exhilarated me. But the feeling did not last. As I made my way back to return the blade, I began to feel what I now know are the human emotions regret and remorse. Lord Zalgo was quite pleased by my efforts, of course. And just like he promised, my ability to move was made permanent, and he bid me well on my way. But I was still new to life, and so terribly naive. I knew very little of how the world worked, so I had no idea what was to be expected. So I did the only thing that seemed logical at the time. I returned to my old stake to wait for the boy to arrive. But he was already there. He was sobbing beneath the girl's corpse. Seeing this, I immediately tried to comfort him. "Please don't cry. Now you don't have to be so busy anymore." To my dismay, he did not react the way I had imagined.
You? No! How is this even possible?
Yes, dear friend. It's me. Isn't this wonderful? Now we can finally be together again.
Wait. Lily. Did you do this to her?
You sound so upset. I don't understand. I only did what was necessary for us to be happy.
Monster! Get away from me!
Please stop yelling. I just don't understand. The horned man said...
Get back! Get out of here! You abomination! Get out of my sight, or I swear I'll kill you! Ma! Pa! Hurry! Wake everyone! There's a monster!
Wait, please. All I wanted was...
Get back! I swear I'll kill you!
You! How dare you show yourself here again? You lied to me.
Tisk. I did no such thing. You simply misinterpreted my words.
You bastard. You knew. All along you knew this would happen.
That's awfully risky language to be using toward your last remaining friend.
Friend? I hate you! Why the hell would I turn to you for anything?
Because, my sweet, you've nowhere else to go. That is, unless you plan on letting that mob I hear growing burn you alive.
That's not true. I'll just move on to another town. I'll make a new life.
No, you won't. Not in this world. In this filthy realm, you will only ever be seen as a hideous monster. You will never be accepted by the humans. If you want any chance of surviving, you need to be among your own kind. I can offer you that. Protection, a home, everything you need to survive. However, in return, for all the rest of your days, you shall serve me as your master. Hurry now, love. I hear the mob approaching. Have we a deal, or not?
And that's how I got into this hopeless mess. I'm not at all proud of my past, but I've learned from it. And I beg that you don't hold it against me.
No.
No?
I mean, no. I can't blame you. At least not to the extent to warrant your death. What you did was undeniably wrong. And honestly, I still don't trust you at all. But given the circumstances, you shouldn't have to die for it. My late grandmother was a very strict woman. Many people regarded her as frightening. But she was very wise, and she always taught me the importance of redemption and second chances.
By your grandmother, do you mean the previous seer? If I'm not mistaken, wasn't she the one who defied the council by—
Hey, what the hell are you kids doing here? Can't you read? This part of the park is closed for renovations.
Sorry, sir. Oh, I completely forgot that was this week. We will leave right away. Come on, guys. Jeff, you too. Jeff?
Hey, Corbin, I think he's waking up.
You? Get away from me!
Fine. You got some serious BO anyways.
Corbin, what the hell is going on?
Ah, so he's finally awake. Masky was right after all. I wanted to take you to the hospital, but he said you'd be fine with some rest. You passed out from blood loss at the park. He had to carry you back to my place before we drew too much attention. And I'm no expert, but I did manage to patch you up pretty nicely if I don't say so myself.
But why is that thing here?
Don't worry about her. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go deal with that thing properly.
Jeff, stop. You're really better off saving your energy. Masky had to call your boss because of the park incident, and he's really not in a good mood.
What?
Jeff. That's right. This won't do. Hoodie, you're excused. Masky, get over here.
Yes, sir.
You little snitch.
Not another word, Jeffrey! Masky acted exactly as he should! Just how many times must I scold you before you get it through your thick skull? When I give a direct order, you are to follow it, not do as you please. I told you to watch Corbin, but instead, you left her alone and she was nearly kidnapped by Zalgo's minion. Have you any idea just how critical a blow that would have been to the council? I have no use for a disobedient proxy. For your continual insubordination, I have every reason to dispose of you. However, it would appear that is not necessary. As if by some miracle, your reckless actions seem to have led to a bit of progress. We now have one of Zalgo's top field agents in our custody, and Miss Corbin has taken her first step in becoming the next seer.
What? I'm sorry, but I don't recall doing anything different.
Jeff's wound. You treated it. The last time we met, I did not have enough time to explain the full extent of the Seer's duties. While the Seer has many responsibilities in their service to the Council of Elders, healing is one of the most important. Tell me, girl, what do you suppose would happen if one of our own kind were to go to a human medical center?
Well, I've never thought of that, actually.
Disaster!
Huh?
Humans must never learn of our existence. Due to this, those of our kind who reside in the Overrealm are forbidden from entering human hospitals. That's where the Seer comes into play. When injured monsters have no means of returning to the Underrealm for medical care, they will come to you.
Wait. Have no means of returning? Do you mean that there are monsters that live here?
Oh yes, far more than you'd think, actually. Heaven knows why they'd willfully stay in this dreadful place, but so long as their visas are valid, it doesn't really matter. That book your grandmother left, do you still have it?
Of course.
Excellent. Please go and fetch it. It will make understanding all of this far easier.
Okay, it'll be just a second.
Hello, friend. It is good to see you. Is everything well?
The same to you, Hoodie. Yes, Miss Corbin is very kind, and Jeff isn't as bad as he seems.
Good to hear. Though I would have happily beaten manners into him.
Thanks, but that really isn't necessary.
But as good of news as that is, you and I both know that wasn't what I was referring to. Have you had any episodes recently?
No! That hasn't happened for a long time now! I haven't blacked out at all!
Masky, I do not understand why you have been so resistant to accept what we have become. Nothing you do can change it, and you're only hurting yourself. Please come back to the Underrealm with me. You know you are always welcome at the Master's estate.
I told you, I'm never going back there! If I do that, there's no going back. I get that you wanted to take the easy way out, and I don't hold anything against you for it. But I'm just not ready to throw away my humanity. If I do that, there's no going back.
I see. I do not agree with your decision, but I will respect it. Though I believe you will come around soon.
Well, you're wrong!
Just take care of yourself, alright? And if you begin to suspect that it is no longer safe for Miss Corbin...
It won't come to that!
If you say so, my friend.
Found it! Is, something wrong?
No. In fact, Hoodie here was just leaving.
Oh, okay. Well, it was nice meeting you. Anyways, I got the book. To be honest, I'm actually kind of scared to open it again. Last time didn't exactly go too well.
You needn't worry. The awakening is only a one-time thing.
Oh my god, don't do that!
My apologies. Just a bad habit of mine. Hoodie, please go inform the council that I'll be a bit tardy. This is rather important business.
Yes, sir.
I suppose now is as good a time as any to tell you. I believe that Fala left that book for you as sort of a contingency plan.
Pardon?
In case she was wrong. Because your mother had not yet been awakened when she had her accident, Fala assumed that the Jumping Eagle line of the Seers had ended. If that were the case, the line of succession would have fallen to the Locklear line instead. I told her that since the child had survived, the gene had simply gone dormant and would still be passed to you, but she refused to budge, almost as if she actually wanted her line to end. Thank heavens she was wrong. The Locklears haven't produced offspring for generations, and I'll be damned if he were to be the Seer again.
He?
What did I miss?
A sandwich? What the hell is wrong with you? This is serious. Even Lord Zalga warned me to be cautious of this Locklear.
What? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in days. Besides, it's not like any of us have met him. Who cares?
Knock it off! You two are giving me a migraine! I was speaking purely in hypotheticals, so there's no need to get worked up.
But this Locklear
Is a very unpleasant individual whom you should never need to encounter.
But I didn't even know there were other lines of seers. Shouldn't I at least talk to him? What if he can help me?
Trust me, girl. You don't want his kind of help. Everything has a price with him, and it's usually not pretty. Regardless, Fala left you that book, so clearly it's meant to help you on your way. That prodigal loony shouldn't even be needed.
You really think this old book will have all the answers?
There's only one way to find out.
I guess you're right. Well, here goes nothing. Nothing happened. Huh? A letter?
Dear Corbin, if you are reading this, my heart weeps for you. I prayed the Jumping Eagle line had ended when your mother nearly drowned, but despite my convictions, a part of me has always feared it wasn't the case. This is why I have left you this book. If you have awoken, Zalgo has most likely already had me murdered, which means you have much to learn in little time. I know this is a lot to take in, and you're likely very frightened, but this book will guide you along your way. Each chapter contains a lesson plan of sorts regarding your duty as the new seer. You must master each skill before moving on to the next. Upon completion of all the lessons, I believe you'll be ready to step up and take my place. Along with this book, I have left you the key to a safety deposit box. Get the contents immediately. No doubt Zalgo is already searching for them. Trust no one, with the sole exception of the Slender Man. My suspicion was correct. Mutiny is afoot in the council. Do as he says. He'll know what to do next. I must go now, child. I hear footsteps approaching. If this is my last farewell, know that I truly do love you. I know I was hard on you, but I needed to make sure you grew up strong. I know you'll make me proud. I'll love you always, Grandmother Fala.
Grandma?
Hey, Corbin? Is something wrong?
Don't worry, I'm just having a pity party. I wasn't expecting to hear from my grandmother again. I had finally made peace with her passing, and now it's like she's reaching out from beyond the grave.
Awesome. Jesus. I mean, I'm sorry for your loss. Not exactly good with condolences stuff. Usually I'm at the other end. Just gonna go get more food.
That was pleasantly out of character for him.
Well, the thing is, Jeff gets kind of weird when the subject of familial death is brought up. As much as he tries to deny it, and Lord knows he does, I think he still feels guilt from his past.
What do you mean?
I won't go into much detail, as it's really not my place to tell you this, but from what I gather, Jeff lost his family when he was just a child. To be more precise, he murdered them.
He what? His own?
Yes, and quite brutally too. That's why you need to be careful, Corbin. It's probably hard for you to understand, given the very unusual circumstances in which you were introduced. But you must not forget that first and foremost, Jeff is a killer. All of us are. You have to remember that, no matter how comfortable you may become around us, you should never make the mistake of fully letting your guard down. It's in our nature to do terrible things.
Even you, Masky? Have you killed before?
We're not talking about me right now. I was simply making sure you understood. Besides, we haven't got time to chit-chat. Don't you need to do something with that key?
Yeah, right. I have a sinking feeling that this key is going to lead to a lot more trouble.
What? That's how it ends?